Good day, everyone. We are the presenters from Ante 231 from the section of 1X. I'm Christopher John Rosario together with my group members, Rashida Karim De Jesus, Kurt Emmanuel Abag, Ian De Los Santos, Gian Gabriel Jacinto, and Yuan Pascual. And for this moment, we'll be presenting about aircraft maintenance safety. This topic is very important because it is directly affects the safety of the aircraft, the technicians, and the whole maintenance operation. Next slide, please. So for the objectives and goals, Ian Dos Santos will the one who will present it to you.
So here are the main goals of maintenance safety. First, we want to make sure every maintenance task is done safely and correctly. That means using the right tools, following approved procedures, and meeting safety standards. So the second is we aim to identify the reduced hazard in the workplace. The goal is to prevent accident, injuries, and even aircraft damage before they happen. And the third, maintenance safety is also about mindset. We promote a culture of safety, good communication, teamwork, and understanding human factors. When everyone practices responsibility, the entire operation becomes safer. Next.
So let's now proceed to aircraft maintenance safety. Aircraft maintenance safety focuses on ensuring that all maintenance tasks are performed correctly, safely, and in accordance with aviation regulations. It helps prevent accidents, protect personnel, and maintain the aircraft's airworthiness. So aviation maintenance safety makes sure na lahat ng maintenance work is done correctly and according to CAAP, FAA, and EASA regulations. This prevents incidents and keeps the aircraft airworthy.
So for the importance of maintenance safety is important for several reasons. One, it protects us, the technicians. Proper safety practices help us avoid injuries from chemicals, sharp tools, or heavy equipment. The second, it keeps the aircraft airworthy. If we maintain the aircraft safety, all components will function properly and reliable. Three, good safety practices help reduce human error. Following clear procedures makes it less likely for us to make mistakes that could affect flight operations. Four, it ensures we follow regulations, whether CAAP, FAA, or EASA. Compliance is part of keeping the aircraft legal and safe. And last, safety protects company assets, the aircraft, the tools, and the facilities. Next.
For key safety principles. 1. Follow approved manuals. Always use AMM, SRM, IPC, and other official documents to avoid improper repairs. Number 2. Use proper PPE. Gloves, goggles, hearing protection, safety shoes, and respirations reduce exposure to hazards, which is familiar na tayo kasi yung iba ay ginagamit natin for laboratories. Number 3 is good housekeeping. Clean and organized work areas prevent slips, falls, tools, misplacement, and FOD. Number 4, hazard identification and risk assessment. Check surroundings for unsafe conditions and evaluate risk before starting work. Number 5, human factor awareness. Manage fatigue, stress, poor communication, and distraction to avoid errors. So for the reliable example is before a system inspection, technicians apply these principles by reviewing the procedures, preparing PPE, checking the environment, and making sure they are focused. Next slide, please.
Next.
So this one is responsibilities of maintenance personnel. As you can see in the slides, maintenance personnel are responsible for lockout, tag out, tool control, accurate documentation, clear communication, airworthiness verification, following manuals step by step. These responsibilities ensure safe and reliable maintenance work. When performing a task, technicians apply these responsibilities by checking their tools before and after work and by coordinating with their team before starting and in procedures. Next slide, please.
So the 5S method help us keep the workplace clean and organized. It stands for sort, set in order, shine, standardize, sustain. Sort is removing unnecessary items, while set in order, arranging tools so they are easy to find. Shine naman po is parang keeping the work area clean and neat. For standardized, creating routines and checklists. And for sustain naman po is making the good habits stick. Parang sinusustain yung good habits. Next.
Dirty dozen. The dirty dozen are the 12 human factors that cause errors, fatigue, distraction, pressure, lack of communication, and more. Basically, ito yung lahat ng reason kung bakit nagkakamali yung mga tao. Technicians apply human factors awareness by acknowledging when they need assistance, communicating clearly, and ensuring they are mentally prepared before working. Next slide, please.
Additional maintenance safety practices. Safety in working with ground support equipment or GSE. So, when working with GSE, safety is just extremely important. We always start by inspecting the equipment, ladder stacks, and platforms before using them. Make sure wheel clocks and parking brakes are applied. Hand signals and communication are being used, and never exceed load limits on lifts or platforms. So it always secure aircraft doors and panels before positioning any equipment. Next.
Safe handling of aircraft fluids and hazardous materials. Technicians follow correct procedures when handling fuel, hydraulic fluid, coolant, and oils. Use proper chemical-resistant gloves and eye protection. Store hazardous materials in approved containers only. Properly dispose of rags, wipes, and contaminated materials. Ensure fire safety measures during refueling or fuel draining. And ventilate enclosed areas to avoid toxic fumes. So pwede din natin ipasok dito yung 5S safety. Next slide, please.
Safety in confined spaces and limited areas. So, confined spaces also require strict safety steps. We begin by testing the atmosphere before entering, like checking for fumes or lack of oxygen. We also need to use adequate lighting inside tanks, wings, or cargo bays. Always maintain communication with someone outside. Never work alone in hazardous areas. Be aware of limited movement and any sharp internal structures. And if there's are fumes or chemicals, use ventilation or respirators. And these steps helps prevent accidents in very restricted environments. Next slide. Common hazard in aircraft maintenance. We have mechanical hazards like moving parts or sharp tools. We also work at heights, especially on wing sails, sections, or during inspections. Chemical exposure, electrical hazard. Electrical hazard is when troubleshooting like systems. And lastly, FOD or foreign object debris. Even small items can cause serious damage on an engine.
For the next one is maintenance safety documentation. Documentation ensures accuracy and traceability of all maintenance tasks. So I know guys that you are familiar with this dahil ginagawa na rin natin siya sa mga laboratory tasks natin. And accidents and incident reporting helps identify hazards and prevent future occurrence. Basically, technicians apply documentation by recording all actions performed, parts used, and findings in the maintenance log immediately after completing a task. And additionally, many companies use no-blame culture para hindi matakot yung technician or yung maintenance magsabi ng near miss or mistakes. Kasi mas okay na maging honest kaysa magtago. For this part of our reporting, we invited someone who truly lives the world of aircraft maintenance. He is a technician with real hands-on experience working with actual aircraft, real systems, and real challenges. A person who understands safety, precision, and discipline through everyday practice. So please welcome our special guest, Mr. Edgardo J. De Jesus.
So, good Good evening po sir, may onting katanungan lang po kami sa inyo. First question po, sino po kayo? Ano po ang inyong posisyon at saan company po kayo nagtatrabaho?
So my name is Edgardo De Jesus. I'm an aircraft structural technician here in Canada. So I work as a composite technician and sheet metal. So that's my job title here in Canada.
Next question po, ano po ang masasabi niyo sa maintenance safety?
So maintenance safety, there are a lot of factors. So first thing, kung nagtatrabaho ka, so kailangan meron kang mga approved manuals na laging katabi. So let's say, merong, andyan yung aircraft maintenance manual, components maintenance manual. So kung naghahanap ka naman ng parts sa IPC, so importante yun. Tapos yung mga proper PPE, kailangan natin sa trabaho yan. Yung goggles, gloves. Kung mag-ano kayo ng mga chemical, yung mga hazardous materials, so kailangan nyo na rin yung mga, basahin muna yung mga MSDS, Material Safety Data Sheet or Safety Data Sheet. So para malaman nyo kung gaano ka importante yung hinahawakan yung chemical, kung gaano ka harmful sa katawan natin yan. Halimbawa, mag-ooperate kayo ng mga lift or mga boom lift, so kailangan may mga training din kayo dyan para safe kayo at saka safe din yung aircraft. Tulad ng, at saka sa fire safety pala, let's say yan, kailangan alam niyo yung, let's say may incident sa hangar, nagkaroon ng fire, so alam niyo dapat kung anong tamang fire extinguisher yung gagamitin niyo. So sa tao naman, yung human factor, ano yun, kailangan pag pumunta kayo sa trabaho, wala kayong stress, tsaka hindi pagod, at saka yung wag lagi kayo mag-assume sa trabaho. Yun. At saka kailangan lagi may communication, yung right communication sa mga kasamahan nyo. Kasi yung ibang technician kaya nagkakamali, hindi nagbabasa ng logbook, ng mga turnaround, mga turnover. So, kaya minsan yun, nagkakaroon ng problema sa trabaho, sa aeroplano yan. Parang nasabi ko na yata lahat, no? Ayun.
Okay po, thank you po for wonderful answer. Next po, last question po. Ano po ang mabibigay niyong advice sa amin na mga nag-aaral pa po?
Sa akin, mag-aral kayo mabuti. Tapos, basta pag maganda yung grade nyo, kasi ano nyo yan kumbaga, yan yung ilalatag nyo sa kumpanya pa nag-a-apply kayo.
And so, thank you so much for your time, sir. Have a good night, sir. Thank you po.
For the references, these are the materials and standards used to support the information in this report. Thank you.
Thank you. That ends our presentation. Thank you for listening, guys.